Hello everyone! Have you ever wondered if it's possible to make money on binary options not leaving your home using your smartphone only? Well, today I will prove to you it is possible. In this video, I will share with you a simple but effective strategy for binary options trading using just one indicator. And you won't believe how easy this is. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a professional trader already, you have this opportunity to start a path to successful trading using just your phone only. Get ready because we're diving into the world of binary options where even in the most average tool you can find your perfect solution, and I recommend you to join the Telegram channel where I post effective signals where each of you can start making money on binary options. Okay, now let's get ready for trading and set up the chart. Now we go to the section and select indicators, and add the indicator called MACD. But that's not all. We go to indicator settings and select styles, and here and check the histogram mark. We click save. Okay, this indicator consists of two lines. The first line is marked in green and the second line is marked in red. Our task is to pay attention to the intersections between these lines. If we see that at the intersection the green line crosses the red one from top to bottom, this is a signal for a decline. If the opposite happens, it's a signal for an increase. Now, I see an intersection on MACD indicator, I immediately open an upward trade or a buy trade. Okay, let's check MACD indicator. As we can see, there was an intersection here with the green line crossing the red one from bottom to top. This is a signal to open a deal for an increase. We will open positions using these intersections. Okay. If we see an intersection where the green line crosses the red one from top to bottom, vice versa, this will be a signal for the decrease. And also when trading, I recommend looking for confirming factors in form of candlesticks or various levels. And in this situation, I can know that we have a large number of resistance levels above, which the price will most likely strive for. So we have an upward movement and the trade is closed in a profit. An excellent result. Let's move on. Done. I found another interesting situation to work on. Let's see what's happened in this situation. Firstly, let's look at the indicator. As we can see, there has been an intersection here with the green line crossing the red one from bottom to top. As I said earlier, this is a signal to open a long trade or a buy trade. If we look at the chart, we can see that the nearest local resistance level has just been broken through. This also indicates the continuation of the upward movement. Okay, so my trade is open. If this trade closes in a profit, I will receive a net profit of 92%. I would also like to point out that in this situation, the buyer produced very good and positive candles in their favor, which in turn confirms the strength of the buyer at this point. So the trade is closed at a loss, but it's okay. I'm increasing the trade amount and opening the trade once again. I did this because in this situation, there was no impulsive downward movement that would indicate the price reversal. On the contrary, the candle closed in an interesting way. It has a certain shadow from below, which tells us in this situation there is definitely some kind of buyer. And I believe that this small short-term downward movement will not be continued. But I would also like to give you some advice according to risk management. You should understand sooner or later you will have a loss and you should be prepared in advance for that. So you either open a cover for an increased amount or end trading with no huge. So an upward movement occurred, it got small, but we were able to profit from the situation. Let's go on. So I found an interesting situation to work with. I saw that we recently had an intersection on MACD indicator. And in this intersection, the green line crossed the red one from top to bottom. This indicates to me that the downward movement will be continued. Confirming factors here are the impulse candles in favor of the seller, which confirms the trend at this moment. And most likely, the price will continue to move downward. We also had a small retracement in the form of two candles in favor of the buyer, but this movement is nothing compared to what the seller showed in the previous impulse. And this is why I believe that the downward movement will be continued here in any case. Confident downward movement has occurred and my trade is closed and in profit. Okay, an excellent result. Let's move on. So, found a good situation to enter the trade. Let's see what's up here. Okay, there is an intersection on MACD indicator. There was an intersection, which tells us about the decrease as the green line crosses the red one from top to bottom. If we look at the candles, the seller here produced good impulsive candles in their favor, and we can also see the bear engulfing candlestick pattern here. So the trade is open. If the trade closes in a profit, I will earn a net profit of 81% of the trade amount. Immediately, we saw the downward movement, but I did not fully explain my entry point. The thing is, I entered at the moment when the price was close to this resistance level. This one, yeah. There were already certain reactions from this level, so this level can be called strong. As you can see, the more confirming factors you find, the greater the chance that your trade will be closed in a profit. Okay, so the downward movement occurred, the trade closed in a profit, and let's sum up here. As you can see, using only my smartphone in one simple strategy, I was able to increase my balance from $100 to $269, and I think it's just a perfect result. That concludes my video. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel with signals and advices which will help you to start your trading way. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!